Hey, Incompetech's done. Let's look at Creative Commons, which is a place to look for everything you could ever want in a video. The main reason I want you to use either Creative Commons or Incompetech or Video Blocks is that all of the content that you find there falls under what we call fair use. That means it's legal for students to use in a video project. You can't just take your favorite song that you hear on the radio and use it in your video. If you do, the person that wrote that song could sue you, but more than likely they'll contact YouTube and say, this student is using my song illegally. Please mute the audio in their video, which means you'll hear nothing. We want the stuff we use to be legal. So Incompetech, Video Blocks, and Creative Commons are here to help us find stuff that's cool for us to use. Notice up in the top, I want something that I can use for commercial purposes. No, I doubt you're going to be making any money with your middle school videos. But I want something that I can modify, adapt, or build upon. I want something that's legal for a student to use in a project. Look at our options. You can look for media, which could be anything, images, web stuff, media, images, music, images, media, video, image, music, all kinds of cool stuff you can look for. So let's say that I want to look for a picture. So if I go to Google Images through CC Search, all I have to do is click Google Images. And what do I want to look for a picture of? Let's come up with something really weird. I want to look for lightning. Take a look at the top, labeled for non-commercial use with modification, which means as long as we're not using these pictures to make money, we can use them in our projects. And you can scroll up and down, find what you want. This one is cool. It looks like it's over the Capitol. Yeah, lightning strike near Capitol building, JPG. So I'm going to go to the picture itself. If I click, will it allow me to download? If you click on it, this one takes you to Wikimedia Commons, which is another place to find really cool stuff that's good for you to use. If we want to download this picture, let's try Control-click. Save image to downloads. Yeah. Notice, where does it go? Right here to your downloads folder. Click. Grab what you want, drag and drop, and the picture is there. One thing I want to show you, when you put a still picture in, do you see how the picture is moving? If I hit the play button, you'll see the picture moves as the timeline moves as well. That's because of the crop button that you've got right here. Ken Burns is just a fancy way to say zoom. It's the guy who came up with the idea of zooming in on still pictures to make really cool documentary movies. So if you look at these two words, we've got a start and we have an end. This is the computer's way of saying I'm going to start zoomed in, but as the clip progresses, I'm going to zoom out. If you want to change that, there's a couple of ways you can do it. If you click on Fit, it will just show the whole picture. There'll be no movement, which is boring. Crop will allow you to focus on just one area, but again, it doesn't move. It's pretty dull. So with your Ken Burns, you can stretch it, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. The one thing I would have you do, these two boxes, they need to be close to the same size. One of them shouldn't be really tiny, while the other one is really big, because if it does, you'll wind up with something that looks like this, which is enough to make you vomit. But also notice at the beginning, the picture's really grainy and fuzzy. So when you're using a Ken Burns effect, your start and your end shouldn't be that different from each other. That's about as far as I would go. Let's see how quick this thing moves. Yeah. So when you're looking for something that's good and legal for you to use, take it to Creative Commons and look for your options. Click search. It'll go straight to your downloads folder. When you open up iMovie, click it, drag it, bring it, drop it, and it's set to go. That's it. Bye-bye.